Directed to my subscribers and to specifically Anthony Joshua fans, because I know I have a lot of Anthony Joshua fans that are subscribed to me. A long time ago, on my original McGregor channel, I would say 5-6 months ago, I made a video. This was after the Anthony Joshua versus Vladimir Klitschko fight, and I made a video pointing out Anthony Joshua's flaws as a fighter. That's all I did. I was pointing out his flaws as a fighter. This was way back in May 2017. I thought nothing of it. You know, I just thought, okay, I'm just pointing out his flaws as a fighter. The fact that I thought he didn't have the best endurance. The fact that I thought, you know, he was putting on too much muscle. You know, I was just talking about some of his flaws as a fighter. The next day, I checked the video and I get like 25 thumbs down. And I remember I felt like I didn't understand why I had these thumbs down. I felt sad about it. And then I read the comments, and a lot of the comments were basically my subscribers, and a lot of them were basically Anthony Joshua fans, mad and disapproving my opinion of Anthony Joshua's flaws. And you want, as a fighter, and you want to know what happened? I felt so guilty that I let my subscribers control my decisions of how I truly feel on some fighters. I went months without criticizing Anthony Joshua because I felt guilty. I felt guilty that my subscribers didn't like the fact that I made a video criticizing Anthony Joshua. So I actually let my subscribers control me in a sense. I felt the exact same way when I criticized Manny Pacquiao. Back when Manny Pacquiao was set to fight Jeff Horn, I made a video criticizing Manny Pacquiao. I got like 15, 20 dislikes, thumbs downs. Once again, I got people, a lot of my subscribers telling me how they disapprove of this. Once again, because I wanted to please my subscribers, I bit my tongue and didn't criticize Manny Pacquiao for months. Well, what people have to understand with me is, as the time went on, as the months passed, I started realizing that as much as I appreciate my subscribers, I can't let you guys control my thoughts. I can't let you guys control me and have me bite my tongue because I want to please you guys. You see, because that was my problem at the start of my YouTube boxing, I guess whatever you want to say, as at the start of me when I first started making YouTube videos. My problem was I wanted to sucker up to my subscribers. So I would never criticize a person's fighter or a fighter. If I know that a lot of my subscribers like this certain fighter, I wouldn't criticize him because I'm like, oh man, if I criticize him, my subscribers are going to thumbs down my video and I'm going to feel sad and feel guilty about it. But as the time went on, I realized, you know what? I can't do that. I can't bite my tongue because I want to please my subscribers. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate when you guys watch my videos. I appreciate when you guys watch my, leave me comments. I appreciate when you guys thumbs my videos up. Shit, I even appreciate when you guys thumbs my videos down. I appreciate it, right? But what you guys have to understand is this is just my opinion. It's my opinion. Okay, you don't have to get so angry that you have to thumbs down my video or you have to leave me a comment saying how you disapprove of my opinion. It's my opinion. It's just my opinion. Anthony Joshua is a good fighter. Just because I criticize a fighter doesn't mean I don't like him. I've criticized Deontay Wilder many, many times. You guys have seen me do this. But do you think I don't like him? No. I like Deontay Wilder. Just because you see me saying stuff like Anthony Joshua is not, doesn't have the best endurance, and how I think Anthony Joshua is not as fast as Deontay Wilder on the back foot when it comes to hand speed and stuff, that doesn't mean I don't like that doesn't mean I don't like Anthony Joshua. He still has other qualities that I like about him, right? This is how I know a lot of my fans are fanboys. A lot of my subscribers are fanboys. And this is why I said over and over again, there's going to be times where you guys are not going to like me, because I am not like a lot of these channels. A lot of these channels, they'll bite their tongue just like I used to bite my tongue, because they don't want to have because they know they have a certain group of fans that are subscribed to them. And maybe because I have a feeling there's probably a lot of my, because I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, and I see this all the time. There's probably a bunch of my channels that I'm subscribed to that they won't talk about Anthony Joshua in a bad way or in a bad light or criticize his flaws as a fighter, because they know that a bunch of their subscribers are Anthony Joshua fanboys, so they don't dare to do that. Just like I'm pretty sure some of the guys that I'm subscribed to in the YTBC, some of them, they wouldn't dare to criticize their boy Dillian White, because they know that a lot of their subscribers that are subscribed to them are Dillian White fanboys, just like him, right? So they wouldn't dare to criticize Dillian White because they don't want to get thumbs down, or they don't want to, let their they don't want to feel guilty and make their subscribers not like them. This is why I used to be like that. Okay, I used to be like that. I used to not, like I said, I used to bite my tongue when it comes to Anthony Joshua for months, because I wanted to kiss my subscribers' ass, basically. But like I said, I finally let go of that. Okay, because every fighter has a flaw. Even my favorite fighters. Errol Spence Jr. is my favorite fighter, but he has a flaw. I think he's gonna lose to an inside fighter. Anthony Joshua is one of my favorite fighters, but he has flaws. Gennady Golovkin is one of my favorite fighters, but he has flaws. Vasily Lomachenko is one of my favorite fighters, but he has flaws. Fighters have flaws, and that's what people need to understand. They have flaws. Manny Pacquiao had flaws. Andre Ward had flaws. And this is why I go on here and I make a video talking about their flaws. It's not because I don't like them. It's not because I wish, I don't like them, and I'm just trying to, and because some people say, oh, you're flipping now. You're flipping now. You're an AJ fan. You're an Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder fans. What are you talking about? I've always been a Deontay Wilder fan. If you have been subscribed to me since my original McGregor channel, you would have seen that I made a video 6 months ago saying I used to be a massive Deontay Wilder fan, and I got turned off. Excuse me if I just burped. Sorry about that. But if you were subscribed to me, you would know that I was always a fan of Deontay Wilder. So don't come at me and say, "Oh, you did a 360." No, dude. I've always been a fan of Deontay Wilder. Way before you subscribed to me. Back in 2012, back in 2012, I was a big fan of Deontay Wilder. The difference is, I just stopped. I basically kind of turned away from him because of his cherry picking. But I got really excited. Somebody asked, "How come now you're beginning to be more of a fan of him?" Because I got excited by the knockouts. I like my knockouts. What's wrong with that? I can't enjoy a knockout because I'm supposed to be a critic. Again, I'm still not. I still don't think he's the best heavyweight in the world, no. But I just think that he is a threat. He is a threat. Yes, he was supposed to knock out Remains the Run, but he still is a threat. And he could still knock out AJ. He could. Yeah, because he's faster than AJ. You see, and that's the difference between me now and me in early this year. Because earlier this year, I would have never been able to do that. Because I would have been biting my tongue too much for my subscribers. But like I said, things have changed. And this is why I say over and over again, every time you see me make a video, I always say, there's going to be times you're going to not like me. So again, you could dislike my videos all you want when I criticize your favorite fighter. But just know, I have nothing against them. Just know, it's not me being, biased. It's not me being anti-UK. It's none of that. Just know it's just my opinion. Alright? Just know that. It's so amazing to me that, I make a video and I get 10 thumbs down right away. And I know it's my subscribers. I know because my subscribers are the first people who watched my videos. You guys are the first people. And immediately I get nothing but dislikes. So this is why I know it's you guys. You see my videos. You see what I'm talking about. You disapprove of it. And you're like, okay, I'm going to just dislike, thumbs down his video because I don't approve of this. Or you're leaving me a comment saying, oh, you're a traitor. You see what? This is why I stop. I'm very happy that I was man enough, because the best channels out there, they're able to talk about how they truly feel about a fighter, and not let their subscribers control them and dictate their moves. Because a lot of these channels, they'll bite their tongue just to please their subscribers. I know this, because you could tell. It's obvious. Like, man, this guy, you could tell he's only doing this. Come on, man. But that's why I like channels that have the ability to not let their subscribers control them. Like Hitman Boxing. I like Hitman Boxing's channel. because he's one of those channels. He got things like me, you know. He has the ability to criticize a fighter, even though he knows that his subscribers are fans of his fighters, and that's why you see him getting nothing but thumbs down a lot of times on his video, because a lot of his subscribers probably don't like what he's saying, because they feel like, isn't he a fan of this guy? Why is he criticizing him? You know, that's why I'm a fan of guys like his channel, or even Mr. Boxing Today, another guy. Because Mr. Boxing Today is another guy. He has the ability to criticize a fighter, even if he's a fan of the fighter. And then you see him getting thumbs down, but because maybe they feel just like with me. Oh, why are you being critical of this guy? Why? You know, Hatman Strikes Back, another guy. You know, a lot of times you see him get a lot of thumbs downs. When he's criticizing a fighter that a lot of his subscribers thought that he was like a fanboy of. But he, you know, because I see it all the time, like when he makes videos talking positive about Deontay Wilder, talking positive about him, he gets a lot of thumbs down. And I read his comments, and you see a lot of the people in his comments telling him, I disagree with you, Hatman. You know, all because he's just pointing out the good qualities in Deontay Wilder. And that's why I could respect that about guys like Hitman, Boxing, Mr. Boxing Today, and Hatman Strikes Back, because these guys actually have the ability to not let their subscribers dictate or control them, you know? And that's why I